Good morning, Nursery. Hope you enjoyed last week's learning. This week our story is going to be the Frog Olympics. You can watch the story being read by an Olympic champion by following the link on the home learning sheet. We're going to continue with our yoga and PE with Joe as our gross motor activities this week. You can also use the yoga cards from last week again as well. This week's fine motor activity is a selection of activity cards. You can do one or more, it's up to you, and depends on what you have available at home. They are all activities to encourage strong fingers ready for writing. What do athletes win? They win medals. We want the children to think about the things that they are good at and could win a medal for. It could be things in their personality, such as being a good sister or brother, or tidying their room. It could be something they're good at, such as reading or writing their own name, or riding their scooter or bike. We're also going to keep speaking about emotions, look at the emotion photographs, and see if the children can identify the emotions that they can see. Then play Simon Says, getting your child to show you what each emotion looks like. So showing a smile if they're happy, maybe a frown if they're angry. You could extend the activity by talking about how different situations make them feel and discuss why. We're going to make some frog themed pictures to link with our story in Expressive Arts and Design this week. You can make a frog mask. The template's in this week's folder. There are also some picture instructions for how to draw a frog. The children have seen instructions like this before, so they should be quite familiar with them. Once you've made your frog items, you could use them to act out the story. The other activities we have is to design and make a medal. There's a template to draw one, but you could also make one if you have any resources at home, so you could use old cardboard boxes, anything like that. You could link this back to the communication element of this week's learning and have a medal ceremony to award your child a medal for something they're good at. So this week in Understanding the World, we're going to have a trip down memory lane. If possible, have a look through old photo albums of special times you've shared as a family. Talk about what they remember and why this time was special for them. In maths, we have a number recognition activity where the children need to match the number to the correct colour. You could also use the number cards from last week to practice number recognition. We are going to look at time this week. So we are going to go around the house to look for things that are used as timekeepers, so oven clocks, alarm clocks, phones, some televisions have the time on them. You can talk about how they work and if it's safe to do so, let your child explore how they work. After, set 1 minute timer on your phone or any other time you have and see how long that minute feels. So they don't do anything for that minute, they just sit and feel 1 minute. Once they know how a minute feels, set some challenges that they have to complete in 1 minute, such as star jumps, and I know this is on the virtual sports day as well, so check that out on the website. You could even use this as a trick to get your child to tidy away their toys, so see how many toys they can put away in 1 minute. This is just a little fun way to start exploring time. So in literacy and phonics, keep sharing stories, keep practicing that letter formation and pencil grip, practice writing your names. We have 2 new sounds this week, the U and E, so and E. There are links to the Twinkle Phonics on YouTube for each sound. There's also some sound booklets for each letter in this week's folder. I've also included a Words That Describe Me sheet, so this links to the discussion about what we're good at. So encourage your child to think about things that are important to them and make them a good person. You could do this together as an activity to introduce your child to their new teacher in September. So remember, if you've got any questions about the home learning, you can email us at nursery@perfectprimary.co.uk. You can also send photos of their learning as well, and we can put those on Tapestry for you if you have not got access yet. Have a good week and keep safe. Bye.